Hi, I'm Carolyn Wayne Scott, and these are two of my great-grandsons. This is
Blake.
And this is
Brandon.
And tell them what you've been doing today, Blake.
We were cleaning up in here on the counter because we're going to do some baking today.
Right. What'd you do, Brandon?
I disinfected and cleaned the counters
And doorknobs?
and doorknobs and stuff so we could do some baking.
And why are we having to do all that right now?
Because the coronavirus is taking over and sweeping the country.
Sweeping the country. So, the reason that we're making this is Thursday. This is March the 19th. And Monday, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and we didn't have a loaf of bread in the house. In fact, there wasn't a loaf of bread in any store around us. So that's just not going to work. We got 10 people in this house. We eat a whole lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, don't we, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat them a lot.
You eat a lot.
And before, I used to eat them every day with my lunches at school.
Yeah. So, we just can't have no bread in the house. So, I thought of my Master Mix booklet. Several years ago, I was a nutrition aide to the state of Ohio's extension office, and I could go into low-income homes and teach them how to stretch their food budget. Now, my brothers-in-law thought that was the funniest thing they ever heard, that their sister-in-law Carolyn was going in teaching these poor people how to cook, because they had eaten my cooking. But this is what I did. But through the extension office, I was given this booklet. This is Master Mix. This is kind of like Bisquick. And you can...
Most likely around 25 to 30 years old.
This was made in 1952, so how many years?
20 and then 48, so 68 years ago.
68 years ago this was printed. See? You know, even in my time, things were printed. We didn't have to write them in stone. You got that?
Yeah.
That's it. Wipe that counter off, Betty. Don't you let that see. So anyhow, a lot of things this is, like I said, it's kind of like Bisquick. And right here, on this back here that I'm seeing.
What does that say? What does it make?
What does it say?
Peanut butter cookies.
Peanut butter cookies. And this is one of the first things we're going to make this afternoon after we make our Master Mix.
What is a Master Mix?
I just told you what Master Mix is.
It's like Bisquick.
It's like Bisquick.
What is... Oh, no, never mind.
So anyhow, we're going to get started. Now we're going to make the small batch. And what does that call for?
9 cups of sifted all-purpose flour or 10...
That's enough.
Okay.
Because this is what we have. We have all-purpose flour. 9 cups. So, Brandon, I've already got one.
That's 4 cups right there.
That's 4 cups right there. So how many more cups do we need? I'm going to do
5. 5 more cups.
We need 5 more cups. So I'm going to fill this up again, and that's going to make how many cups?
That's going to be 8 cups.
8 cups.
And we only need to make 1 more cup, so we're going to have to fill it up a fourth of the way.
1 more cup. And the reason I'm doing this, and you would know why I'm doing this if you've ever seen these boys dip flour out of it. Okay, I'm going to let you pour that back in there. So we got 8 cups.
Just saying, it's a big mess everywhere.
You're a big mess everywhere. Of course, I'm kind of making a big mess too. Huh?
Not really.
And I got 1 more cup.
Yeah, you only spilled a little bit right there.
Okay, there we go. So we got our flour.
Yep.
We're going to mix all the dry ingredients.
Can I read the ingredients off?
Can you read the ingredients off, Blake? That's a good thing for you.
Okay, 1/3 cup of double-acting baking powder.
How much?
1/3 of a cup.
1/3 of a cup. So we have our double-acting baking powder.
Yep, right there.
I'm going to do this. We have 1/3. Hold the cup. And I will give you the baking powder.
And if you do not have the 9 cups of sifted all-purpose flour, you can just use 10 cups of sifted soft wheat or cake flour. That's where you fill it up to.
How many did we say again?
1/3 cups of double-acting baking powder.
So where's our 1/3 cup, Brandon? Over here. 1/3 cup. I think
so you just need a little bit more.
We need just a tad more. You know what a tad is?
Yeah,
that.
That's good.
It's that. So since we were rudely interrupted by dogs barking, where were we?
1 tablespoon of salt.
A tablespoon. Are you sure? What does that say?
1 tablespoon.
A tablespoon. What does a tablespoon? Does it say tablespoon?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Tablespoon. Which one's the tablespoon? No.
This says 1 tablespoon.
No, that says
Teaspoon.
teaspoon.
It's a half a tablespoon. Half a tablespoon.
Tablespoon, which is
The big one.
the big one. 1.
And make it sure it's completely full. And then
There you go.
just dump it in.
1 tablespoon.
Next ingredient is 1 teaspoon cream of tartar.
Cream of tartar.
The teaspoon is the one that you thought it was before. 3 down.
Teaspoon.
Teaspoon.
I'm not going to dump this in there. I'm going to spoon it out.
Cream of tartar.
Maybe I'm not going to spoon it out. Maybe I'm going to just pour it in here.
It's good.
It's a little bit too much.
Just a little bit, MAMAW. What?
Oh, I haven't. You see why my brothers-in-law made fun of me for going into these poor people and telling them how to cook? All right, next what?
Next ingredient is 1/4 cup of sugar. So
Sugar,
we
you have the sugar.
bring our sugar
I
over
will
here.
I will let you do the sugar. 1/4 cup.
Okay. 1/4 is right about there. No, but it's right there.
Hold the cup over the.
It's a lot of
canister.
sugar, actually.
There you go.
Yep. Now just dump that in there.
We have our sugar. Okay.
Then we need 2 cups of shortening, which does not require refrigeration.
Oh, wait a minute. You have to read the directions for the dry ingredients.
There are no directions for. Oh wait. Oh, stir baking powder, salt, and cream of tartar into flour.
Stir, not flip.
Sift together 3 items into a large mixing bowl or onto a large square of plain paper.
Oh, yeah, that's enough. We're at stirring.
Okay.
I didn't have a sifter. No, sifter that I could use. This is my mother-in-law's sifter. God rest her soul. I love keeping things, and it's no telling how many hundreds of pounds of flour went through her sifter. I also have her
Other thing.
funnel. She used this for doing a lot of canning, and I've watched her can green beans, and
She used to can stuff?
she sure did. So anyhow, I have 2 of these antique things, and I just keep them. Okay, do you think we got that stirred up enough?
Yeah.
All right, so we have that. Now, what's the next step, Blake?
Next step is 2 cups of shortening, which does not require the refrigeration. So you
And
do
that-
not need to put it in the refrigerator.
That's right. That's right.
That's
We
right.
are not going to measure that. Why are we not going to measure this?
Because that is 2 cups.
This is 2 cups.
So you dump the entire thing in there.
Well, you can't dump it. You have to spoon it. Oh, and what did you do before we
so
start
thick.
this? With your hands.
Oh yes, we washed our hands.
We washed our hands.
So we do not get anybody
We've been
sick.
doing a lot of washing hands, haven't we?
Yeah, hand sanitizer,
Everybody.
Clorox wipes. Nobody wants to get sick. Especially with what's going around. So what is this ingredient for?
This is Crisco. This is our shortening.
Okay, what does it do?
It holds it together.
Okay, what about the cream of tartar?
The cream of tartar is, it helps to keep it from going bad.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And that would be a very good ingredient to use.
It's a very good ingredient. And
So if you want to be able to use your, eat your cookies.
yeah, we don't want to eat bad cookies.
Nope. You almost got it all. There's some stuck up here, so you're gonna have to use your spoon to get around those top parts.
Now what is the next step, which I'm going to do?
It just says to cut and shortening until mixes consistently of cornmeal.
Alrighty then.
Store in converted containers at room temperature to measure the mix master. Pile it lightly into cup and level off with spatula.
I'm going to use my handy dandy pastry cutter to cut this in.
That's a pastry cutter?
Yeah,
I don't know that.
yeah.
I do it
I like my pastry cutter.
because we use that thing all the time to make mine and MAMAW special.
Get your finger out of there. You don't want to get your finger stuck.
We use this all the time to make our
This will take a
special
few
thing.
minutes.
So,
And when we get this done, it'll be done. It's ready. So this only took a few minutes.
Yeah, and then we pretty much have to end up baking them. And we should be alright.
we gotta add all these.
Next, we're going to get our stuff out for our peanut butter cookies.
Okay,
And
so
we're going to make our peanut butter cookies.
well, since the chocolate chips are being frozen right now, should I take them out and let them start to thaw?
Oh, you want chocolate chips in your peanut butter cookies?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
So should I take them out of the freezer?
You should take them out of the freezer, Blake.
Alrighty. Both or just one?
Just
I didn't think we did both. Our semi-sweet chocolate baking chips.
gotta let these thaw
Very
out.
delicious. I can go ahead and put the cat. Let's make sure we
That's
don't.
good, because we're going to put all our ingredients away before we drag out another mess. And
We
this
are
is,
very messy in this house.
Trust me, Brandon. They already
who
know.
is? We are?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah.
We.
Yeah,
I don't
this
think
is
so.
almost the,
Everyone in this house actually is.
We don't need sugar anymore for this, alright?
we'll need sugar for our peanut butter cookies.
Nope. Oh yeah.
What are you gonna make?
We're making peanut butter
In
chocolate
case you
chip
need
cookies.
to know, folksies, this is Ian. This is another great grandson. This is my oldest grandson.
You can't see him in the camera, but you could hear him talking.
And he just walked by trying to act like he's invisible. He thinks we can't see him.